Are you ready to be a superhero? Star in your own comic book? Choose your own adventure? Then get a hold of Mystery. Welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Melissa Delp. Mystery is coming to Kickstarter on March 5th. It's one of 5 books in Season 2 of the graphic novel Adventures, published by Ryder Games. Season 2 also has 2 pirate-themed books and 2 Sherlock Holmes books. In one of them, you can play as Moriarty, and the other is a 2-player game of Sherlock versus Irene Adler. The only one from this season that I've played is Mystery, and the copy that I received for review is a prototype. The biggest difference is that mine is paperback and the published version is going to be hardback, and there could be some other minor updates. Now in this video I'm going to talk in general about the story, and I'm going to try to avoid any spoilers. The title Mystery refers to the name of the superhero who leads the Legion of Champions. They're looking for some new recruits, and you're lucky enough to get an invitation to try out for a spot in the Legion. You begin with 2 power points that you can distribute among 4 types of powers: flight, strength, super senses, and super rich. That's right, your superpower can be having ludicrous amounts of money to throw at problems. Throughout the adventure, you can gain or lose those power points. You'll also be keeping track of the items that you collect and your HP, your hero points. You'll need a certain amount of HP to level up and prove your superhero-ness. You'll interact with the story by following numbers to different panels in the book. This map page gives you a starting point for your adventure. There are quite a few choices right off the bat. Want to go to the zoo, Captain Cocktail, or maybe the lower districts. You'll face challenges and obstacles that you need to solve based on your combination of powers. Sometimes you'll have multiple options to choose from. Other times you might not have the necessary powers to make a certain choice. Your main goal is to get enough HP to advance to level 1, and then level 2, and then level 3. And along the way you might get some other goals to achieve. An interesting thing in this book is the use of QR codes. If you scan them, you'll get some more background info and possibly some hints and tips, but they are not necessary for gameplay. Overall, I really enjoyed playing through this book. It had the fun superhero theme, and I like the fact that there wasn't a ton of stuff to keep track of. It was nowhere near the game Your Town in the first season. That had a ton of bookkeeping. I actually talk about it a little bit in another video I did, and you can find it right up there. So I liked that this one was more contained with only a few things to keep track of. I also thought that there were interesting decisions to make, choices of which powers did I want to upgrade, what decisions did I want to choose when I was faced with a choice. Now, I will say that sometimes I made a choice, and then when I found out the consequence, I could look back and go, oh, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea. I need to think through things a little better before I decide what option to go with. But there were a few times where after I made a choice and the consequences were negative, I don't think there was really anything in the storyline that would have told me or hinted at I shouldn't take that path as opposed to another one. But that was rare. It only happened a few times. I would say most of the times I could make some informed, common sense decisions. One thing that I wish I had done differently as I was playing through is I wish I had kept better track of the locations and what I needed in certain spots, maybe a certain combination of powers or to be a certain level, because there are areas that you can only access if you're level 2 or level 3. Well, by the time I got to those levels, I remembered, oh yeah, there was something, I need to go back there and check it out. But I couldn't remember which location was that, so I spent extra time flipping through the book, following numbers, and go, oh, it wasn't there, it must have been here. So if I had taken some better notes, then I wouldn't have wasted quite as much time trying to backtrack and go, oh, I have what I need, now where did I need to use it again? But that's just a minor thing, and I could have done better at that. So overall, I would definitely recommend these books, especially if you like solo play, if you like choose your own adventure stories. I enjoyed the few that I played from season 1, and personally, I think I might get the Sherlock Holmes books from season 2 because I really did enjoy playing the season 1 Sherlock Holmes, and I'm kind of intrigued by some of the stuff that they've teased about these new ones and the different ways you can approach the stories. So if this has intrigued you at all, then I would recommend that you check out season 2 of the graphic novel adventures on Kickstarter, published by Ryder Games.